This is the prep packet exercises for section 8.1, and this is objective number 3. We're going to take a look at simplifying a particular combination in a rational expression. And what we're looking at is when you see a minus b over b minus a, that's going to equal -1. And maybe we should talk about why. If we were adding, it would be easy, because with adding, order doesn't matter. If I have a plus b over b plus a, I could rearrange that and do no harm. I could have b plus a over b plus a, and that would obviously be 1. But order does matter with subtraction. So here, I can't mess around with that without sort of making problems out of things. But if I have a situation like this and I multiply it by -1, which we can write as that, let's see what happens. If -1 times the top will be -a negative times a negative is a positive, okay? And multiplying the denominator by 1 leaves it the same. This is sort of ugly, so I'm going to make it pretty by rearranging things. Positive b minus a over b minus a. And don't forget, I'm still multiplying by -1, right? And what's cool here is I just set it up that b over minus a over b minus a is 1. And 1 times -1 is -1. And that, my friends, is why that works. So again, you're looking for a very, very particular pattern. In the numerator, you're looking for positive, and the same term in the denominator as the negative. You're looking for a negative in the numerator and a positive there, and they have to be diagonal. Crisscross applesauce makes -1. So let's take a look. Don't forget to stop and copy. Let's take a look at these next problems and we can get an idea. Hey, right away we have that pattern that I just mentioned. I have a positive here, and I have a negative here. I have a negative here, and I have a positive there. That's the same value either way. So without doing any math at all, I can tell you that that equals -1. Now, for this one, it's not nearly as obvious, so we're going to have to do a little digging to make it work. So, first of all, I have the top, the numerator is 4z minus 11. And I'm going to have to factor the denominator, which by looking at it via inspection, I can see that I have the difference of squares. Again, you're going to see that all the time. So the square root of 121 is 11, and the square root of 16z squared would be 4z. So plus 4z and minus 4z. So I'm starting to see some stuff here that I like. Actually right here. And again, there's that pattern I like to look for. Positive, negative, negative, positive. I'm going to multiply it by -1 over 1. I'm just going to handle that. The rest of it I'm going to write like that so that I can say I wasn't ignoring it. So here, that's going to be -4z plus 11, which turns into 11 minus 4z over 11 minus 4z, right? Times 1 over 11 plus 4z. Well, just as predicted, There's negative 1. Don't forget that. There's that 1. So negative 1 times all that's going to be negative 1 over 11 plus 4z. We have one more to do. This one is going to take a little more digging. First of all, let's factor out the numerator. 54 and 6. 6 goes into 54 9 times. Got a couple of W's. So 6W times 9 minus W squared. And then I can factor this, and this even I can do in my head, because that's a perfect square, and that would give me 3, and 2 3s are 6. So that's W minus 3, W minus 3. Excuse me. But I'm not done, because that's a difference of squares. So here I'm going to have 6W times 3 minus W times 3 plus W all over W minus 3 times 3 minus W. And again, just by inspection, I can say there's the pattern I'm looking for right there. Not this. You guys didn't catch me on that. W minus 3. All right, let's try that again. Hey, there's the pattern I'm looking for. Negative, positive, positive, negative. So that will cancel out and be negative 1, right? So my answer is negative 6W times 3 plus W all over W minus 3. And I know you're tempted to do some factoring, but it's not going to work. There's nothing you can pull out of that. Now, if you want, you could also have done it this way, but I could take this line and just multiply it by negative 1. And if I flip that around, I'd have positive W minus 3 times 3 plus W. And I'd still have that. And then it's more obvious. Then you're canceling that out, and you'll end up with that. Don't forget the negative. And that's it. Don't forget to stop and copy.